With Florence, this is a tough hurricane, one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. Rarely have we had an experience like it, and it certainly is not good.
But I'm sure you saw the exchange between Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on the issue of federal busing, federally mandated busing. Biden thought that was a bad policy. He tried to stop it. Kamala Harris said it was an important part of desegregation, including in her own experience. Where do you stand on that issue of federally mandated busing?
Well, first of all, before I get into that, I thought that she was given too much credit. He didn't do well, certainly, and maybe the facts weren't necessarily on his side. I think she was given too much credit for what she did. Wasn't that outstanding? And I think probably he was hit harder than he should have been hit. Biden. I thought he was hit actually harder. And as far as that, I will tell you in about 4 weeks, because we're coming out with certain policy that's going to be very interesting and very surprising, I think, to a lot of people.
Thank you. I have a question about the border, but I just wanted to follow up quickly on the question about busing. Do you see it as a viable way of integrating schools? Does that relate to the policy that you're going to unveil?
Well, it has been something that they've done for a long period of time. I mean, you know, there aren't that many ways you're going to get people to schools. So this is something that's been done. In some cases, it's been done with a hammer instead of a velvet glove, and you know that's part of it. But this has been certainly a thing that's been used over there. I think if Vice President Biden had answered the question somewhat differently, it would have been a different result, because they really did hit him hard on that one. So, but it is certainly a primary method of getting people to schools.
And does it relate to the policy that you're going to unveil that you just floated?
It relates to everything we're doing, and you'll be hearing about it over the next couple of months.
Over the next couple of months? Okay.
I think I heard you mention that with Vladimir Putin, you had said you spoke about election interference privately as well. Did you speak to him in a sterner tone? Did you tell him there would be serious consequences?
We talked about it. Hey, we talked about it. You know, we've talked about it before. You know, he denies it totally, by the way. I mean, how many times can you get somebody to deny something? But he has in the past denied it. He's denied it also publicly.
President, on the case of Jamal Khashoggi, we have a lot of journalists in this room who object to what appears to be the Saudi government's complicity and perhaps orchestration of the assassination and dismembering of a journalist.
Nobody so far has pointed directly a finger at the future king of Saudi Arabia. I will say I spoke to his father, Jim. I spoke to his father at great length. They've been a terrific ally. They're creating millions of jobs in this country. They're ordering equipment, not only military equipment, but $400 billion worth of, and actually even more than that over a period of time, worth of different things. And with that being said, I'm extremely angry and unhappy about a thing like that taking place. But as of this moment, more than 13 people are being prosecuted, and I hear the number's going to be going up. But it's a good question.
Sir, can I just follow? Sir, can I just follow up? You mentioned that the intelligence. You mentioned that no one had pointed the finger at him, but actually the CIA did. The intelligence communities.
I cannot comment on intelligence community. I'm not. Probably, I guess I'm allowed to do what I want to do in terms of that, right? We can declassify, unlike Hillary Clinton. She decided to just give it out. We can declassify. The truth is that I just don't want to talk about intelligence, but I will say this. A lot of people are being prosecuted, and they're taking it very seriously over there. And they've done a great job in Saudi Arabia from the standpoint of women, and from a lot of different things are happening in Saudi Arabia. One of the other things very important with Saudi Arabia, that not only are they an ally, not only have they spent tremendous amounts of money coming into our country, and they have been a good ally, and they have actually bought tremendous amounts of military equipment that we use and that